Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 9.11. And we are pushing in to take out Jiang. So we will hopefully get that, I think very likely this episode. How is Europe doing June 39th? So they're still at peace, I believe. Germany. Wait for that to happen. Yep. Yep, they're still at peace. Light cruiser main armament has advanced. Very good. Now, all we gotta do is wait for the armor, and then we can start building some more light cruisers. No, and let's see. Yes, if you watched the end of last episode, we had a crash. Not sure why. So I replayed it. So there's slight minor differences between things, but nothing of significance, I don't think. Okay, we got both of those because we want to unlock that. That's just a little too far forward to try to unlock. Yeah, we'll wait on those. We'll do that. Increase the range of our landing craft, which will be helpful. I thought that was their... Oh, do they have another? No? Why didn't they surrender? Oh, they're going to surrender probably very, very soon. Rather not. I think we're already on puppeting them. Yes, we enforce puppet. Yes, good. Oh, conquer puppet. What? Okay. Well, oh, my. Okay, well, I guess this will, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, yeah, we want to form this. Yes, we want to form this. Yes, we want to form this. Yes, we want to form this. End of 1911 U.S. agreement. Japan's 1937 attack on China was condemned by the U.S. and several members of the League of Nations, including Britain, France, Australia, and New Zealand. These states had economic and territorial interests in formal colonies in East and Southeast Asia, and they were increasingly alarmed at Japan's new military power and its willingness to use it, which threatened their control in Asia. In July 1939, the U.S. terminated its 1911 commercial treaty with Japan, but these efforts failed to deter Japan from continuing its war in China or from signing the Tripartite Pact in 1940, with Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy officially forming the Axis powers. Okay, fuel reserves in Japanese mainland. Seize fuel reserves. Okay, well, we'll read what about this in a moment. Gain fuel. Well, I don't need fuel. I got more fuel than I know what to do with. This is actually not going to help. Gain 5 in descent. Don't know if that's from seizing the fuel or the lack of trade with the US is upsetting people. Either one or both could be the factor. Really don't like that this is happening after we're now at peace. Okay. Not much we can do about that. Okay, the Sakhalin Goal Incident. In 1939, Manchuria was a puppet state of Japan known as Manchukuo. The Japanese maintained that the border between Manchukuo and Mongolia was the Sakhalin Goal River, a river. In contrast, the Mongolians and their Soviet allies maintained that the border ran some 16 kilometers east of the river. The incident began on May 39 when a Mongolian cavalry unit of some 7,090 men entered the disputed area and was attacked by Manchukuo cavalry, who drove them back across the Sakhalin Gao. On May 13th, the Mongolian force re-entered in greater numbers, and the Manchukuo was unable to dislodge, and both sides began building up their forces in the area. And soon Japan had 30,000 men in the theater. Russia dispatched a new corps commander, Comcorps Gregory Zhukov. You've of course heard of him, who arrived in June 5th, who brought more motorized and armored forces, 1st Army Group, to the combat zone. Okay, so we've now had an incident with the Soviets here. I'm guessing, well, it's maybe either this river or this river. Probably this one. It's because they made a province that's sort of right there. And submarine classes have advanced. Very good. Oh, we have to stop these because we saw before we're no longer at war, so we're no longer able to research those, which of course frees up research to do other things. Yeah, let's get these improving. Use that research. Oh yes, and we need to demobilize our armed forces. That is a gardener's engineer hearing as he's deciding to do stuff right outside my window. And if I were to shoot off some rounds, that'd end up making more problems than it would help it. Okay. Okay, I'm, as you can tell right now, going, okay, so we have something of a joint border here. Now, if we were to, oh, well, politics, create a puppet. We could do that. In fact, that's sort of what I want to do. But what we're going to do instead is build stuff. Right here in the capital here, this, or what was going to be the capital, we're going to build some air bases, because I don't have it. The air base, oh, maybe the air base mod is actually still here, but we can't build. Okay, these are just level 2, level 4, level 2, level 3. So let's build some. These only showing us level 1 because they're partially damaged. We're going to build up. Okay, this would be the sort of smarter back to there. Don't know if that's going to matter really. Let's sneak in a radar way out here in a province that they can't invade, so that we can try to look-see deeper into there. Just little pillboxes. We're going to build along the border here. Now, because we want these to happen fast, we're going to move them all to the top. We may put some other stuff up on top of it. Some of this stuff here. We have 190. We've taken a massive hit. Okay. I do currently plan on releasing it. Once we get the improvements done here. I think the improvements are worthwhile, particularly the radar and the air bases, just because to have something of an air base out here if things go here. Okay, we've lost these effects. Okay, I didn't even know we had them. That is something I do like about Hoi 4, and that you get the up here on the country thing, the different effects that are in there quickly to view. So we're losing lots of crude oil by 50%, energy, metals, and rare materials, supplies, and money. We're losing. Okay, well, light cruiser armor has advanced, but we're now at peace. What do you want us to do? Give it all back? And of course, it's really not, we're not claiming to own any of the territory. It's just highly integrated Japanese puppet state of nationalist China, with the capital at Nanjing. I want to be smart about this and get some of this stuff done fairly early. And I'm seeing, oh, assault weapons, that's definitely one I want to do. Okay, yes, we'll construct a new industrial zone. Pillbox looks like they'll go pretty fast. That's sort of the idea of them. And yes, I'll take credit again for pushing the idea of, still it costs, you know, ICs, but to go fast. They're not big Maginot, designed to be big Maginot defenses. Oh, we don't need that much. Oh, well, nah. I'm gonna wait for events or something to happen. Hopefully. That will help us with maintaining more production of these other units. I don't even know if really all of these infrastructure things are good, because tracing supplies was my main thought there, but still. Okay. I really wish we could have puppeted them instead of conquer them, because then we would have their forces intact, but either way. Artillery flexibility has advanced. Who is that here? Here, okay, oh, we want to keep that going, definitely. War games offer, ruling party support. Yeah, we'll go with this. And since we have the abilities here, we want to do pause and military parade. Yes, costing us some of our money, but that's, and our supplies, but that's why we built all that up. And we can probably see if we can sell stuff to the US still. Or have we? No, we just had a bad situation with the Soviets, made them even more upset with us. Okay, good. They're still. Study for Air Force level. And yes, we'll take that. And we're stopping that. We want good pilots. Oh, yeah. Okay, recon unit coordination. Or communication this time, whatever. Yeah, we'll do some airborne training. How is revolt risk doing in China? Fairly well. Do we have any more police? Not yet, okay. Good. Getting all of our essentials and we'll get back to these other guys here. Soon, okay, yeah, we'll go to our need. I want to burn through all of these, including multiple of those, to get a good look. Naval HQs. Sure, we'll do some engineer upgrades. And that. And yes, Imperial Navy HQs, we'll take those. I'm going to be very curious to see what sort of changes we see on the border over here. With the Soviets. I'm just thinking this is going to have a big, profound impact. I may be wrong about that, but... Okay. Now, I will say this. I will be disappointed if we keep getting hit with negative consequences from the U.S. if we remain at peace. I'll accept some negative stuff. I mean, obviously, I may accept it anyways, but I won't be upset if it's negative, sort of in aftermath of, say, grabbing Indochina from France, as we click here on France, which probably doesn't like us enough to trade, but oh, good. Okay, they need a lot, and they have, let's go to right about there. Hungary can't trade with us, they don't have a port. Good. Small warship. Radar. Which of course is grayed out. You know, we have that. I'm still sort of looking for earlier stuff. Let's do sonar. Let's be ready to take on the American subs. I mean, British subs might show up or something, but just not expecting it. We would give them money for rare materials. No, thank you. Yeah, we'll accept that. Okay, coastal submarine classes. That's grayed out. And medium fuel tank for aircraft. Back here, let's do submarine batteries. That's an important one. And that's opened up a lot of these. And we're going to go down to my favorites, the flying boats and then the naval bombers. The main reason, well, I'm going to deploy those police divisions now because they'll be useful. It's a combination of things, including the more units you deploy, the more, and when you particularly units a piece, the more consumer goods you need. So by keeping all of these guys undeployed here, they are not costing us any of that. Because it was 50 something, and now let's come over here and okay, it hasn't changed yet, so maybe it won't, but I'm used to having it change. Yeah, no general for these guys. And I think this is going to be going to the same place. So let's transport them all down to here. Okay, heavy cruiser main armament advance. And so if I would prefer either the main armament and or the heavy cruiser engines done overdoing the armor. So that is sort of why I did those first. So if I needed to, say, put them into production right now, we would have that research. So that's sort of my order of priorities. Probably armaments first, engine second, and armor third. Don't know if I'm going to do any strategic bombing, but yeah, we do want to defend our aircraft types from attack. Not those. They're somewhere here. There we go. That's who I was looking for. They should come down here. They're going to get those tank destroyers. Upgrade on that. Well, added to that. Battleship armor. And because I think I started these at the same time, this happened first just because it's quicker to research. And that is sort of why when I do it, I don't necessarily, my priorities stack. Yes, guys, I know I'm repeating myself at times, but I sort of have learned that I need to keep chatter up as I play. Because otherwise, if things go silent, I think people will start to drift away. And such, so. New order in East Asia. A scheme for invading and enslaving China was proposed by Japanese Prime Minister Fumimaru Kone on November 3rd, 1939. In the statement to the imperial government, it was prescribed that Japan, Manchukuo, the puppet state of the Japanese imperialists, created occupation in northeast China, and the Kuomintang government joined in opposition to the communism, thereby placing China under Japan's political and economic and cultural control. Okay, So we get this following effects: national revolt risk +5 ICs. Okay. Till October 39. So basically, we're having a bit of an uprising. And is that here or no? Here. Let's see if they'll win. Yeah, we won. Cool. We can see our overall revolt risk is much higher now. But it'll go away in a while. Okay, Tibet. We give them money for rare materials. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. That's a safe interior line of communications. Yeah, because we're trying to improve relations with them. These others, no. And engineers upgrade. Oh, that's these. Okay, that one upgraded their motorized engineers upgrade, yes. I'm not sure what image I'm going to use, but I've definitely, for the thumbnail, I've definitely learned that imaging really matters. Something that I was very unaware of, and I wonder if people like Benjamin Magnus and others realize how important it is. And obviously, you know, I say that, and I know Benjamin Magnus is doing much, much better than my channel. And he has a good image for, you know, he's sort of the cartoon, I think he draws him, cartoon image of himself and sort of the game logo. But just to give you some behind the scenes, I noticed that if I use the same image over and over and over and just change the, episode number, my viewership goes down. And so if I keep changing the image, the viewership goes up. Now, some images are more successful than others, most assuredly, like which I'll be using again. Maybe some of the same images, just sort of slightly redone with the Hearts of Iron 3 logo instead of Hearts of Iron 4. You know, so the propaganda for that Japan used against, you know, trying to rise up at least anti-British feelings in India, that kind of, and those don't get very good views. But I'm going to use them again because they'll be appropriate, and not every event image can be a winner. And you go, oh, we could always make it a winner. Well, some will win better than others. So I'll be using some of that stuff again. But also, I'll try not to use more than, say, 3 black and white images of Japanese soldiers in a row, and then I'll try to use either a period colorization thing or a modern colorization or something, and keep sort of flowing around with that and keep some changes up that keeps interest up. And I notice particularly when I, for Germany, when I go use a picture of Hitler, boom, skyrockets viewership by about 20 or 30%, and you know, not maybe huge numbers, but good percent jump up. But if I use him for like more than 2 or 3 days in a row, including different pictures, it starts to drop back down. So you know, don't have every, you know, German event image of using Hitler there, but having him once in a while really sort of piques interest. So I've definitely learned here. But like what we're going to be having, if not this one coming up, I'm going to go back to sort of peaceful images of Japan and Manchukuo, Japan and China, sort of, you know, political type stuff. Like if you remember or look at the Germany at peace, they use a lot of Nazi propagandistic type images for Germany, and I found some really good ones that get a lot of views that I'll probably be using again when we get back to Germany, whenever that is. But you know, at peace. But then once we're at war, I'm using, you know, tank battles and whatnot. I've got a lot of sea battle, type ship images and whatnot. Those will get more and more prominent once we get out in the Pacific War and things like that. So we'll be moving around. So for a while they will be political. It's generally thought to be true, and definitely an article of faith with the YouTube people, is that it's a bad thing to use misleading images. And so I don't disagree with them. And part of what they how they look at that stuff is, does it get a lot of clicks and then a lot of clicks away? Meaning if you're coming here expecting to see, Hearts of Iron 4 and it's War Thunder, or you're expecting to see PewDiePie, if I use his image on the thumbnail, and it has nothing to do with him. Now, if I, for some reason, am making a commentary, and lots of people are doing this, and I don't think he's even upset by it, but if I was going to make a video that I was commenting about one of his videos or something, use his image on it, because that would be appropriate, then that's appropriate. I'm not necessarily saying that he made the video, it's just that he's a topic of the video. He's not on this, just using as an example. So if I were to use him because his image gets lots of clicks but then has nothing to do with it, that's sort of bad form. So I'm sort of trying to walk that line and make it a very clickable image without trying to mislead anybody as to the nature of the videos. Now, I am very much we can start on, well, do we want to do, okay, okay, well, we can come over here and I guess start damage control. So I try to use stuff that will draw viewers in, make it something they want to click on, without them sort of thinking, yeah, this is all wrong or inappropriate. Okay. Do we have more police? No, not yet. These guys are here now. Let's look at our current. Yeah, that's sort of like, hey, we're upset with you. Why? Why would you be upset with? Comparing where most of the resources, at least in much of this, are doing fairly well. So, oh, and of course, partisan activity does disrupt supply movement. I'm not even talking a revolt breaking out. I'm just simply saying high revolt risk does disrupt supply. Okay, we will send you way out to here to try to suppress around there. Battleship engines, very good. do the 37 technology first. There we go, another police unit. I don't know why. Because I don't have I'm looking here, maybe I should have moved troops up here. We'll see about that in a second. Because I don't have TRE, which I did think about this, is TRE does have Taiwan is Japanese, so that we don't have revolt risks. It's looking like we're having a lot of revolt risk back in Japan as well. New order in Asia plus 5%. Send in the goon squads. Okay, well, let's drop this. Okay. The Kalkin, I don't know, Gao incident, aggressive Japanese launch, an air attack. The second air brigade struck the Soviet base at Tamsak Bulak in Mongolia. Throughout June, there was continuing reports of Soviet and Mongolian activity on both sides of the river near Nomahan, and small-scale attacks on isolated Manchukuo units. At the end of the month, the commander of the Japanese 23rd Division, Lieutenant General Michitaro Komatsu Bara, was given permission to expel the invaders. Launch the attack. Declare for war. No, don't. Well, we're going to launch the attack. Why? I know it's going to disrupt our relations with the Soviets, and I did want to trade with them. But I just want to see where this goes, quite honestly. But in the meantime, so what we're going to do is we're going to... Yeah, that's... river near Nemahan. So let's just send these go there. Oh, we can't even. There's no infrastructure here. So they were blocked. Okay, we're gonna launch the attack. See how this goes. I'm just curious to see how just the mod maker's curiosity is. And all of this. See how they're doing this, because we know we don't want to go to full war with the Soviets. And I'm sure the AI is told not to do so. Definitely seeing a few more units show up here. Okay, heavy AA guns advanced. Very good. And let's stop that. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, motorized engineers, very good. And that's grayed out. And well, let's do some of these. Don't know that either one of these this slows them up anymore. Mountain attack. So we're going to do medium artillery. End wartime. Relax. The population of the war is over. Let's give peace a chance. Oh, there we go. There we're going to lose a bunch in dissent. Very nice. A little too far away. Oh, good. We stole some German blueprints. Your Imperial Highness. Our spies have stolen plans that let us improve our abilities in nav pilot training to level 4. Very nice. Let's take a quick look at that. So we can see here it's one up from what we have currently for nav ground crew. Very nice. That was useful. Great. I was anticipating getting more ground army techs, but sure. We'll take air. Oh, the Soviets, we give them money exchange. Okay, we're going to do that to improve relations. Even though we're just pushing relations bad here. Okay, mountain unit training has advanced. Very good. Let's keep that going. I was almost going to shift it. And artillery carriage design. Heavy emplacement. Just a little too soon to start doing that. Or a lot too soon, really, but because of our positional warfare and some heavy artillery on some islands, that is a likely one to research when it's a little more appropriate timing wise. Okay, let's see how we could sort of in a quandary. I want good relations with the Soviets to trade with them. I also want bad relations with the Soviets because I want the Soviets to think I might be wanting to attack, so that they need to put a lot of forces on my border. Long-range submarine classes. Okay, berthing batteries, port detection, but these are the main ones that are. Let's get periscope going. Ah, we stole some American blueprints. Your Imperial Highness, our spies have. Now I'm just thinking about this. Shouldn't it be Your Imperial Majesty? Who are they talking to? Talking to some prince? Because that would be Highness. Prince is a Highness. King or Emperor. Wouldn't that be Imperial Majesty? I don't know. Our spies have stolen plans that let us improve our abilities with battlefield fleet concentration doctrine to level 2. Okay, good. That's one that I had yet to start researching, but I wanted to because we want to get to this. But yeah, very good. Oh, maybe I was already doing some of that too. Yeah, I think I may have been. Okay. Well, that may not be quite as good. Okay. No, I don't know that we were. Maybe we were. Someone could look back in the video if they really cared enough to know. Small fuel tank. Great. And yeah, we're doing that. This. Let's do naval bomber prototypes. Okay, I think we're going to end the episode here. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you for liking the videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And of course, I really love hearing from you. So please post a question, comment, suggestion, correction. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.